Alright guys, welcome to Our World Outdoors. Today we're going to do a video on something that most people completely forget to do. Most people, you go buy a tent like this one, they just think that it comes waterproof from the factory, and it does not. It does not at all. Now, is it resistant? Yes. But if you take this out and you get into a nasty mess, you're going to wish you'd waterproofed it, especially for as cheap the cost is. So that's what we're going to go into today. I'm going to just give you a basic rundown on it. I'm not going to waste your time showing you every little part of it, but I'm going to give you the basic idea. So the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go get some silicone spray. This is WaterGuard. You can get this can, I think it's $7. And that's probably enough to do a tent really well, maybe a backpack too, because you can spray this on your backpacks, you can spray this on just all kinds of different materials, especially nylon based materials, tarps, hammocks, and it'll just waterproof it. And whatever you do, you're going to want to do 2 coats. So you spend $7 or $8 and you do this about once every year if you use your tent a lot, once every 2 years if you're just using it every once in a while. And you need to make sure you hit everywhere on the outside of your tent, including turning it over and doing the bottom side, letting each coat dry completely before applying the second coat. Now today we're just going to show you how to do the basics with the rain fly off, and I'm going to spray this down, and then later I'm going to put the second coat on and do the rain fly twice, because I don't really need to show you guys that. Now, a lot of other people will tell you to buy the seam sealing kit, and basically it's a little brush or a little roller, and you can buy it at Walmart for a few bucks, and you go through and do all the seams around your tent. I have found that that doesn't really make that much of a difference if you're spraying your seams real good with this. So basically this is real simple. You set your tent up on a nice warm day. You don't want it scalding hot. It's actually a little hot today to be trying to do this, but we're going to do it anyways. And you just want to hold the can anywhere from 8 to 12 inches, depending upon how much wind you have from the tarp, and just spray evenly and spray coats all the way down it. And as you do that, you want to make sure you're kind of working over the area you already hit without making it have runs. You're going to go all the way around the tent once with that, let it dry 100%, and then go around it a second time. So it's definitely important you don't do this on a moist day, because it'll just beat up and make a mess. So let's get started. Now it does have a slight odor. This is definitely not something you'd want to do outside. But make sure you get these seams on your tent heavily, and you won't have to use seam sealer. Want to work our way all the way around the tent. So that's first coat done. Now we just let this thing dry so it's 100% dry. Even in really hot conditions, this stuff's going to take a while to dry because it's silicone based. I would at least let it sit for an hour. But like I said, at that point you're going to want to do a second coat around it. And then depending upon if your tent has a rain fly on top, as you can see ours does because it's vented on top, you're going to want to do 2 coats on that after the next coat dries. Then when you're done, flip the whole thing upside down and spray the bottom twice to seal the pan, the bottom of your tent. So it's a real simple process. Book bags are the same way. I hang up book bags on some kind of string or line, and then I just spray the outside of it real good, 2 coats, and usually that'll pretty much waterproof your backpack for a year, depending upon how much you use it. And it's a really good way to make your equipment last a lot longer and everything not end up getting soaked. There's nothing worse than being out and it's just pouring and you're getting wet. You still will have to deal with condensation somewhat, but the dampness from condensation compared to being out in a pouring rainstorm and being able to keep the water actually out of your tent and you dry, I mean, that's nice out on the trail. You can't put a price on that. And $7 or $8, it's worth every bit. This can will do that entire tent and probably a backpack. I haven't even used a third of it. So simple, cost-effective way to make sure your tent don't leak, but it actually does add a little bit of UV protection, so you might even get some more life out of your tent in the long run. But I'm Tony with Our World Outdoors. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you.